how to be confident naked.
So we went to Jamaica and we were in a fully nudist resort, and obviously we had to get completely naked in front of strangers.
Yeah, this was a first time experience for me anyway.
I was gonna say,
Was it for you as well?
Nah, I get naked a lot. I mean, I walk around the flat naked. I love being naked. I get naked quite a lot at parties or when I'm with my friends or whatever.
I'm not really the sort of person that does walk around naked. I've always been a little bit shy, a little bit bashful with my body, and I'm not a very body confident person all the time. I have like ups and downs with it. So it was a real experience to go to this nudist resort, I have to say.
It's like more than just an experience, because you were quite nervous leading up to it.
Yeah, I was pretty anxious actually.
Anxious, that's fair enough. I mean, I wasn't always confident. I remember definitely having body confidence issues when we were younger, and they can stay with people throughout their whole life. You can be confident when you're younger and get less confident when you're older.
Yeah,
confidence is like a whole weird wiggly line of emotion.
It's never straight, never easy.
So how did you feel getting naked in front of these people?
So I thought I was gonna be like, shit, this is the moment it happens.
All eyes on you, like,
yeah,
is she gonna do
But once we were there, we got to like the partition where like the nudist beach bit was, and Reed got naked and I was like, everyone else is naked. I've seen so many naked people already. And it really like wasn't a big deal. I don't know what it was just being around like loads of naked people that was just like, okay, it's actually okay to be naked.
Was it a bit like disappointing when you're like, oh, there's not like a marching band and there's not like people screaming and shouting your name?
Yeah, to be honest, it was a bit of an anti-climax.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm naked now. You know what was like kind of weird was being around like loads of naked people just like doing it, like standing at a bar with a group of naked people, like walking around, everyone's naked.
Yeah, everyone's just like so casually naked about it.
Yeah.
It's not even like you even notice. It's just so normal.
That's what makes you feel so much better about yourself being naked, because you're like, oh wait, no one gives a shit.
Yeah, no one actually gives a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you're in a country where nudity is not really like a normal thing. I remember at school we get separated from the boys and the girls, but I mean, I you know, we still kind of get naked there, but everyone's like hiding behind towels.
Yeah, exactly. We are in such a prude country.
We are.
Like,
I think most countries are like that as well.
Yeah, no one was allowed to be naked. Even like people tell like children to stop running around naked these days.
Yeah, you can't even take pictures of your children naked without it like being too weird or unacceptable, which, you know, it's kind of gone backwards a little bit when really we should be appreciating nudity. And in countries where nudity is just so normal and acceptable, like I remember going to Denmark with my family and going to a swimming bath, like a swimming pool, and everyone just got completely naked in the change rooms and the showers, and I remember just being like, whoa, what the fuck, and it was just so normal there, and there were all different shapes and all different bodies, and it really made me feel different about it. But you know, my parents are really cool about being naked when we were younger as well. I think that has a massive impact.
My dad used to walk around naked all the time, but my mum didn't.
Maybe that gives you this preconception of like, men can do it, but women can't.
Yeah,
I mean, I
definitely.
think I saw my mum naked more than I did my dad.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely did see my mum naked.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a big deal when it happened, but my dad really just didn't give a shit when he walked around the house.
See, that's
whereas my mum would like put a towel on.
Yeah.
Or like a dressing gown.
I mean, that's probably the best way to be, where you just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the only time you start giving a shit is when you go through puberty and the worry gets stuck in your head and you are actually changing, and pubes. That was like a major moment where I was like, I can't shower with my sister anymore. I can't have baths with my sister because I've got pubes there. Yeah. And that's weird.
You felt a bit embarrassed.
Yeah, and it's so shit, because why should you feel embarrassed? In reality, I should have been like, oh my god, check out my pubes. Yeah. Look at what's happening. Like, I've got boobs now. What the fuck, you know?
I just remembered that my experience, like, as a grown-up with nudity has always been in the women's gym, like, changing room.
Yeah.
That is the only place that I have ever seen, like, just people really unself-conscious about their bodies and just, like, whipping all their gear off, going to the shower naked, like not giving a shit basically. which I think is really cool.
So amazing.
It's kind of like a good place to start, actually. If you want to gain some body confidence when you're at the gym, especially, just don't care.
Yeah.
Just don't care about what other people think of your body.
There was a hard moment in Jamaica when I went to naked yoga, because like you're going in crazy positions and you know that someone's going to be behind you, you're going to be in front of someone. Like, nudity's fine, but someone's going to see my gaping vagina and asshole while I stretch into some position. And you know what? Like, yeah, you do see a pair of bollocks and an arsehole in front of you, and you're just like, oh, there's some balls and arsehole in front of me.
Once you start seeing all this nudity around you, it becomes not a big deal at all. You start feeling just like, you start seeing how natural like the human body is and how different everyone's body is. No one has this perfect body that we see all over Instagram, all over the magazines, all over the TV. Even in TV shows, when you see like naked people, they're holding in,
they're sucking
their
in, they're finding like the best position, and also the way that you perceive yourself and look at yourself is completely different to the way that everyone else sees you. You know, when you've got a bunch of pictures and you're like, oh, that's my favourite, and someone else is like, no, I like that one. That's because no one sees the same thing.
No, they don't.
Even on Instagram and social media, we're constantly surrounded by all these beautiful hot people, thinking the whole world is full of hot people when it's just the total opposite.
Yeah.
There is rarely somebody who has the perfect body, and even that perfect body is still imperfect.
Yeah.
It still has stretch marks and lumps and bumps and you know, like ingrown hair and bad angles. You just don't see that on TV and on your phone, and we get so carried away with it.
So true. One of our biggest tips, especially since being to this nudist resort, is just to get naked with other people.
Oh my, it is so helpful. You know, even if it's just at a party with your mates and you all get your boobs out. I used to hate my boobs as a teenager, and I remember we all got them out at a party and I was like, oh my god, like yours are like mine and yours are completely different, but they look amazing, and that nipple's different and that nipple's, and it blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, it's a complete game changer.
Yeah, and there are loads of places that you can explore things like this. There's a lot of like nudist spas, and quite a lot of spas in general. People walk around naked anyway.
Yeah, we've got nudist beach. We've even got them in the UK.
Yeah.
It's a bit cold.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit cold now especially, but maybe in the summer.
There are also loads of places in London and in the UK that have like naked classes. You can do naked yoga, naked exercise. There are restaurants that you can even go to and have a naked dinner.
Life drawing as well, like that's a really good way to see bodies as they are and appreciate bodies exactly how they are.
It's so easy to just get caught up in all the fakery because we see it all the time. We think it's real. You're even probably looking at us now thinking, oh, it's easy for you to say that, you know, you've got amazing bodies, and we don't feel like that all the time. It's literally like faking it till you make it. There are definitely days where we feel terrible about our bodies.
Yeah, I'm like on a phase at the moment where I've just been eating so much after Jamaica, and I've got like loads of stomach rolls, and I'm just like looking at myself like, Florence,
like, what have you done?
But really, all bodies are beautiful, no matter if you put on that little bit of weight. Like, as long as you feel comfortable, that's what matters.
Well, it's more just like, you know, that people don't look at you like that.
No.
That's a thought that you've got in your own
head.
Oh
yeah. No one else looks at you like that.
I would never look at you like that. I'd never see that from you. And it would be like if I was having an off day, or like we were looking at pictures earlier and I was like, oh, my eyes look really like puffy and weird, and you're like, no, they look fine. And I was like,
yeah,
shit, damn it, that's my brain telling me something that actually isn't there, because you look at all the tiny imperfections and you end up like magnifying them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do just have to shut up that annoying little voice that's in your head saying, you're this, you're that, you're comparing yourself to other people like you should do. And it's like, you should never compare yourself to anyone other than yourself.
Yeah.
Fair enough, if you feel unhappy, do something about it, or try to. Try and think about it in a completely positive way. Think about how other people actually see you, rather than how you see yourself.
It's okay to want to change yourself as well. Like, I think doing really positive things like going to the gym and eating really healthy, like that is a good thing for your body, and you will feel so much better for it as well. If you don't care about that, then that's fine as well. I literally just think, as long as you're happy with how you are,
you will have your down days and you will have your good days. Or sometimes you look in the mirror and be like, fuck yeah, I look sick.
Another tip is taking sexy photographs of yourself naked.
Oh, so good. Everyone really doesn't enjoy doing it or is too scared to do it because they're scared about what they're going to find. But you take a couple of photos and you know what, even on the day you're like, oh, that's hideous, that's hideous, that's hideous. Don't delete them, save them and look back at them on a different day or, you know, a couple of weeks later, or maybe even a day where you're like, you know what, I'm feeling it today. Look back at them and see yourself from a completely different point of view.
Yeah, you don't have to share these photos anywhere. They're just for you and for your confidence. It's such a good like confidence booster. I'm usually really awkward in front of the camera, and we did like photo sessions whilst we were in Jamaica, and that made me feel way more confident as well.
Yeah, because you were like, oh my god, that's me. You end up looking at it like, is that what I actually look like? Because especially because all these people on social media have professional photographers that have taken thousands and thousands, maybe not thousands, hundreds of photos of them, and they've picked out what, 5 of the best ones.
A really good point is that even when you're taking the photos of yourself, it takes about 50 photos to find a really good one. And even the people on Instagram that you're like, oh my god, they look amazing all the time, they will have done exactly the same thing as you will.
Spend a lot of time picking out like, oh, I got a little bit of double chin in there, or my cellulite showing in there, and you know, you don't see any of that. You just see that one perfect picture, all photoshopped and filtered and beautiful, and you think that that's the way it is. They take one photo and done.
Yeah, but it's not true.
It's definitely not true. I take a good sort of about 5 to 10 photos if I'm taking a picture. It just depends on where it's going.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a story, you take like a couple of photos and you're like, yeah, that one will do. It's only 24 hours. But if it's like a permanent post, you're like there for ages, like, this is permanently on my profile.
Oh yeah, definitely.
To round up, we really believe that faking it till you make it works. So putting yourself out there, acting confident, acting like, hell yeah, I'll get naked, helps other people to feel confident and helps you to feel confident too.
Yeah, and surrounding yourself with people that are confident as well really helps.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like learning. You just learn, you're like, oh my god, your boobs are down by your ankles, but you're so confident and beautiful.
Yes, exactly. That's why the nudist place is so good, because everyone's really confident there.
Oh yeah, it's like a life-changing experience.
It really was. I wouldn't recommend it enough, actually.
Yeah, 100%. And there's like a whole naked city in France.
Yeah. Crazy.
We want to go there. We're desperate to go there. Anyone from Naked City in France, yeah, let us know. Send us there, please. But I hope this has been useful. Please leave below all your confidence tips and what makes you feel confident and sexy. What has helped you in the past? What advice have you obtained that has like really, you know, struck a chord with you, and you're like, yes, that's right.
Yes. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and like this video if it was useful. We will see you next week.
Naked. Bye. 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 Bye.